Hi everyone, this is Mr. Mom, and I just want to talk about the yearbook cover challenge for you guys. Here you can see a past yearbook cover drawn by Arthur Mack, and this was from 2017. And the theme was reaching for the stars, and so this is a really good representation of reaching for the stars. It had a combination of different media, his creativity, KIS rockets reaching for the stars, pointing forward, painting, people holding hands. So it stayed true to the theme and what we were trying to achieve with it. He also did the back cover as well, and I like the way what he did with the fingers, and he put it together, and you can see it created a star. And there's another person wearing, I'm assuming a KIS astronaut holding the flag, and also again reaching for the stars. The theme, he stays true to the theme: stars and reaching for it, and KIS too. So now, from last year, this is the cover for the primary yearbook, and it was about connection and connecting. So that was that theme, and you can see here the school logo, and then about learning in KIS, and it connects to numeracy and everything, and then the languages, and then conversations, reading and writing, even computers, IT, in terms of devices and Wi-Fi signal. This is connecting, and it shows it, and it stayed true to the theme. On the back cover, you had something KIS, and it connected all the nationalities of the students and the staff that is part of the school community and family. So this was really neat, and they also included words in there, or the word hello in different languages like English, Korean, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and French. And this was for the covers for the primary yearbook, and then we had the secondary yearbook, which was a little bit more. And you can see that they're talking about connections here with social media, teamwork, emojis, sports events, things like that. And the back cover deals with social media mostly. As you can see, Facebook icons, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter. And the theme we're talking about for this school year, this new year, is unity. And the Cambridge Dictionary describes unity as the state of being joined together or in agreement. It's associated with political and national unity, but to me, we in KIS, we have, from connecting with each other from the year before, and now it's we've been united. There's been unity, especially with the things that have happened in Hong Kong, the situation with demonstrations and now the pandemic. We couldn't come to school at the beginning of the year, but we still formed a unity of learning. We didn't just stop. We did it. So we did. We came together with virtual learning. We still, students and teachers still met, and we still had lessons, and we still keep on going. We're still, we're united. We're working together, and that's kind of what the theme of this yearbook is about. It's trying to show, coming together, us coming together. And so you can think about things that you could put that come together. So, for example, you have here's some abstract images of showing, you can see flowers, you can see shapes in here. Some people see flowers or star, but you can see that the concept is people holding each other's hands, or holding hands and stuff like that, and joined together in cooperations and working. And so this is kind of what we're looking at. So you can either do something abstract like this, or very literal, drawing people holding hands. Here's the same thing, another abstract version of it, where people, again, looks like somebody described it as a snowflake, but again, it's the use of colors makes it nice, and the different shapes. So these are very design oriented, so these are nice, and it shows unity. That's what we want to see. And you can always, like, for example, in this picture, you could probably put something in there in the middle, like the school logo, or even a drawing of the school itself. It's entirely up to you. This one I really like too. Is it kind of shows a kind of a circular flow of motion of either people working together or joined together or swimming together. It could be described as mermaids as well, but it, you know, again, this is abstract. Again, the last abstract, I tell you. Here you have people being represented by the shape of a heart, and the heart, the ends of the hearts kind of create some kind of like the arms, and the arms are you know, holding each other. And in another way, it also kind of looks like a flower. It's been described to look like kind of clovers and stuff like that. So this is a really nice representation, again, showing unity. But unity doesn't always have to be abstract and images that look like this, very graphic and everything. You could be literal. Here again, we have a unity of our planet. You know, these are all the nations that make up our planet, and they are all represented with their own flag and everything. So here's kind of a unity of flags to show, you know, create our world, our international world. Okay, this is just a gigantic collage, again, coming together, all the flags coming together to create this big image of flags. You know, this could be representations of, you know, as an example, people in KIS and, you know, from different parts of the world. Similar to what we saw earlier with connections. Again, just the idea, more flags. More flags, lots of flags. So again, unity. Unity could also be buildings that come together. That doesn't mean that they are actually physically, literally right next to each other, but it could be just, you know, the ideas of very landmark type buildings put together. And then what does it tell you? What city is this? What, you know, all these buildings put together, what do you see? And then obviously it's Hong Kong. So again, landmark buildings that you could choose from. You could draw something simple like this, okay, or a little bit more complicated, but then using just basic colors and everything, and you can have, you know, even though they're not really located next to each other, but when it comes together, it shows you what, you know, what is Hong Kong. This is Hong Kong. This is, you know, the unity of Hong Kong, of its landmarks, its buildings. So here's another nice illustration of one. A very simple one. Combining everything, and you see the peak there on that hill. Another concept of unity could be things that come together for a particular subject. Like this could represent maths or mathematics, geometrical shapes, three-dimensional shapes all coming together. So this could represent something. So in this respect, you could think of things that come together, like maybe your breakfast or your lunch, or things in your school bag. You know, the things that are united within your school bag or your school case, like your ruler, your eraser, your scissors, and you can draw that and then kind of give it a KIS theme to it. So that's another idea that you could use for unity. So again, we'll end up with this image here, but this is what we are looking for, is to be able to do something. You know, your challenge is to do something for the KIS yearbook cover, and I hope you guys give it a shot, give it a try, and when you're finished with it, please turn it in to me. Now the thing is that our yearbook, let me go all the way back to the front. Our yearbook is square shaped, so please submit any of your drawings in a square shaped paper. Maybe I'll put a video in here too to show you how to make a square, because your sketchbooks will be mostly rectangular in shape and rectangular in design, but there is a way to turn anything into a square shape. If it's rectangular, you can make it into a square shape, and I'll show you how to do that. It just takes a few process of folding. But anyway, please do your best. I hope it's going to be I want it to be a very difficult process for Mr. Chadwick, and the yearbook team to decide which is going to be the best cover. So the cover's going to be, one side is going to be primary and the other side is going to be secondary. Okay, so let's do it. And if you have any questions, just find me, Mr. Mom, somewhere in the school. All right. Bye, guys. Catch you later.